What's up, family? Welcome back to the KTF Way, the show where we break down what it really takes to grow, evolve, and become the best version of ourselves. I'm your host, Kedric, and if you've been riding with me, you already know how we get down: real talk, real strategies, real results. Today, we're tapping into something deep, something powerful, something that most people overlook on their personal development journey, and that's self awareness. See, before you can grow into the person you want to become, you've got to understand who you are right now: your habits, your strengths, your blind spots, your emotional triggers, all of it, because you can't change what you don't understand. Let's get into it. So, what is self awareness really? At its core, self awareness is the ability to see yourself clearly, your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, and how they affect others and your environment. It's knowing your values, knowing your patterns, knowing what energizes you, what drains you, and where you tend to sabotage your own growth. Here's the truth: most people are walking through life on autopilot, reacting instead of responding, making decisions out of fear or ego instead of purpose and clarity. But when you develop self awareness, you shift into intentional living. You stop blaming other people for your results. You stop repeating the same mistakes. You start owning your life. And that's when everything changes. Let me give you 3 common signs that you might be struggling with self awareness. No judgment, just honesty. Number 1, you keep hitting the same walls. Maybe you keep falling into toxic relationships or your career keeps stalling out. If you notice repetitive struggles, it's usually a sign there's something internal you haven't dealt with yet. Number 2, you're always blaming external stuff. For example, a boss doesn't like me, people never support me, I just have bad luck. Listen, there are real challenges in life, but if you're constantly pointing the finger outward, you're missing the growth that comes from looking inward. Number 3, you struggle to handle feedback. When someone gives you honest feedback, do you shut down, get defensive? That could be a sign that you haven't taken the time to understand your emotional triggers. And those blind spots will hold you back if you let them. Awareness is the first step. It's not about beating yourself up. It's about being real with yourself so you can level up. All right, now let's get into how you actually build self awareness, because it's not something you're born with, it's a skill. And the more you work it, the sharper it gets. 1, start journaling. Every day or a few times a week, write down your thoughts, your feelings, what triggered you, and what you learned about yourself. Ask questions like, why did I react that way? Or what am I avoiding right now? This creates space between you and your thoughts so you can see yourself more clearly. 2, ask for feedback. Talk to people you trust, friends, mentors, coworkers, and ask them how they experience you. You'd be surprised what you learn. Just remember, don't take it personal. Take it purposefully. 3, practice mindfulness. Spend a few minutes each day just sitting in silence. No phone, no music, just you, your breath, and your awareness. It helps you tune into your emotions and thoughts before they control your actions. 4, notice your triggers. Pay attention to the things that make you angry, anxious, or insecure. What's underneath those feelings? What's the story you're telling yourself? Most emotional reactions have a deeper root. Your job is to find it. Self awareness is like turning the lights on in a dark room. It doesn't fix everything immediately, but now you can see where you are, and that means you can move forward without tripping over the same stuff. Let me say this. Self-awareness isn't always comfortable, but it's always worth it. Growth starts with honesty, with looking into the mirror and saying, you know what? I've got some things to work on, and I'm willing to do the work. Now that's powerful, and that's maturity, and it's also freedom. So here's your challenge this week. Take 10 minutes each day to reflect. That's it. Grab a notebook, ask yourself one question. What did I learn about myself today? Write down your answer. Do it for 7 days and just observe what comes up. No judgment, just curiosity. If this episode hit home for you, do me a favor. Share it. Text it to someone who's on this journey too. Post it to your story. Tag me. Let's build this community of people who aren't afraid to do the inner work. Know yourself, grow yourself, and as always, let's get it.